Hey guys, how's it going? So sorry about that. About an hour ago I tried doing the live stream, but my internet kept going out, so I was like, okay, well I guess maybe the internet's not working too good right now. So then I just waited like 30 minutes and now I'm trying it again. Hopefully the internet will stay all good and we'll be able to make it through this entire live stream. So thank you very much for everyone who's showing up. Before I even got in, as soon as I got in there was already like a ton of messages, so thank you all very much. And hey everyone, how's it going? I'm just going to be answering questions and just talking about spontaneous things, whatever comes to the top of my mind, okay? So if you have anything to say, just comment it right there. And if you're wondering what I'm doing this live stream on, I'm doing it on the YouTube mobile, on the YouTube app on your for mobile. So it's like this new thing that they just made, I think, pretty recently. So you can do live streams from your mobile device, which I think is kind of cool because then if you are only able to take your phone somewhere, you can like do a live stream and stuff without having to do a live stream with like a computer and all that stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. But the one thing is, oh, okay. Dylan Darlene asks, how do you pronounce your name? Atua Moy. So my first name is Atua and my last name is Moy. Atua Moy. Thanks for the question. Oliver Yupa, hi Atua, will you be attending VidCon this year? Possibly, still thinking about it. Gus.bus, how many boards have you gone through in your life? Well, surfboards, I've actually never completely, actually I take that back. I have snapped a board completely in half, but most of the time I don't break boards right now. I've just grown out of my boards. And I've probably had, since when I started surfing, probably have had maybe 4 or 5 boards, and I get a new board because I most of the time grow out of my old board. Thanks for the question. And if you're wondering, skateboards, just 2 skateboards, because I don't skateboard too often. Elliot 8 Man, what camera is your favorite? I really like the G7X because for how small and compact the camera is, it works really good. But then I do like GoPros very much because you can have them, they can be waterproof, so then I can take them on adventures where I don't have to worry about like rain and mud and stuff like that. So either the G7X or the GoPro. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. There's already 106 people attending this live stream. Wow, that's crazy. I just started it. That's awesome. Kareem Hamid, do you know Ben Brown? I don't know Ben Brown in person, but I do sometimes I do like watching his videos sometimes. I like his style of videos. Flynn Cupid, what got you into the passion of filming your adventures? I don't know. When I started YouTube, I just wanted to start making videos, and then after a little while, I realized like this is really cool filming all my adventures because then in the future I can go back and like remember all like the details of stuff that I normally would have forgot about. Like little stuff that I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. And that's really like, and then also getting all the feedback from all of you, like, oh, it's so awesome coming on your adventures and stuff. So that's really cool to be able to share it with anyone from around the world. Aaron and his mates, where are you filming? Okay, right now I'm in my house as close as I can to the internet router because if I go like just a little too far away, it's probably going to disconnect and just completely screw up this whole thing. And then I have the background of some plants behind me. Bilal does stuff. What's the RAM on your laptop? I'm pretty sure the RAM on my current laptop is either 8 gigs of RAM. It's either 8 gigs of RAM or 16. No, I'm pretty sure it's 8 gigs of RAM, but I'm not 100% on that. Chance Hampton, how old are you? I just turned, well, actually not just turned, I turned 15 in December. Juan Urbina, how much time does it take you to shoot and edit a video? Well, that does depend. Definitely adventures where I use maybe multiple cameras and get lots of different shots. Those will, of course, take a little bit longer to edit. But I would say I can usually make around one video. I usually will make one video in 1 to 2 days. So film it throughout one day and then either edit it the same night or edit it the next day. Charlie Ware Vlogs asks again, what is your favorite camera? Well, I just talked about that a second ago, but either the G7X or the GoPro. They're both they both have like their they both have like kind of the pros and cons of each one, and I would say if I wasn't going to be going in the water in times where I need to worry about my camera like getting splashed, probably the G7X most of the time. Turf. Will you ever come to Hawaii? Yeah, probably someday in the future. Both my parents grew up there, so I definitely want to go there sometime. Fabienne asks, what other hobbies do you have? Well, of course, creating YouTube videos. I enjoy surfing, mountain biking, rock climbing, as well as, well, I really like just exploring, so just exploring somewhere that I've never been before and like just being curious, like, oh, I wonder what's right over there. I just like doing that. And sometimes I'll do other things, like, well, when I get a chance to, I'll skateboard a little bit, but because it's pretty limited here, like, the only times you'll be able to find a ramp or somewhere to skateboard is, like, if someone has, like, their own private little ramp, and then you, like, ask them if it's cool if you come by and skate for a little. Usually they're pretty cool about that. Marley's Life. What do you love about surfing? I don't really know. I just kind of enjoy surfing. Well, when I was younger, when I was maybe like a few months old, my mom would take me to these like swimming classes, I think, or something. And I mean, that's when I first started getting used to water. And I don't know why, but I always have kind of just like liked being in water. So like if we ever stay somewhere and there's a pool or just like any type of water, I'm always like want to just like hang out by the water source or just by the water or just being in the water. I don't know, I'm kind of just attracted to bodies of water. So like oceans, lakes, rivers, all that stuff. LN Films asks, can you explain what you use Patreon for? Well, I have talked about it in some other videos, but it's basically a page where fans can support creators that they like, but I'm doing it so that because sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the comments and messages on Patreon, I'm able to answer and reply to all the comments and messages that I get before YouTube, because they're supporting me, so that gives me a chance to do that, as well as I can you can support me so that I'm able to take you guys on more adventures around other parts of the country, as well as having backup gear, because like so far I've surprisingly never broken or like wrecked a camera from stuff, and I do a lot of stuff with my gear, like fly my drone over the water in really windy conditions or right next to this massive rock formation, but I haven't yet wrecked a camera, and I know I will one day because I take my cameras pretty much everywhere, like hiking up rivers, by the beach, in the ocean, all kinds of stuff. So I know that one day something will get wrecked, and this way I'll be able to get backup gear for when that happens, so that if I were to wreck a camera, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not able to make videos for a little while. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, it's hard to keep up with all these messages. Ben22, what's your dream job? Well, I guess just doing something that I really enjoy doing. So right now I really enjoy creating videos. So for now I would just like to keep on making videos, but maybe my job is like doing something that I have a passion in. So then it's not really even considered a job because I absolutely love doing it. Ew. Senti Maz, have you ever gone kite surfing or windsurfing? No, I haven't. I kind of want to sometime, one day in the future. I know a few people who have, but I've done surfing. I've done, what's it called, where you like get towed behind a boat, but it's not wake surfing, or no wait, maybe wake surfing or something like that. Emil Loft, is the gimbal useful? Yes, very, very. the new gimbal which Ramovu sent me, which was pretty cool of them. Yes, I'm very happy with it because it makes it so times where maybe GoPro footage would look really shaky, I'm able to have it with the gimbal, and then the footage looks super stable. Capo vlog. Will you ever come to Canada, to Montreal specifically? Well, I have gone to Canada a few times. That's where my mom was born, and I do actually have a Canadian passport. I did visit there last year, and I went in the the Rockies, or I guess there's lots of places that are like the Rockies there, but some place where there was like ice glaciers. There was also some type of skywalk where like there was this structure over this like glass structure over this massive cliff. And yeah, I'll probably visit Canada more in the future because I do actually have a lot of family that lives in Canada. Oh no, I saw a comment that I wanted to answer, but then it flew past. Where'd it go? Let me find this. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, Nitze asks, "What's your dream car?" Honestly, right now I don't really care that much about having like a car. I'm not like, ooh, oh my gosh, I want to get this one GTR or something. First of all, because here in Costa Rica, everywhere is just like dirt road, so like even you can't really have like a sports car. Like wouldn't really be able to take it anywhere. But if I did get a dream car, I would say it's some type of like 4x4 SUV that has like a lift. And it's like made for like going like off-roading and like going to like secret beaches and going and like on explorations like that. Oh, the young filmmaker. Are you looking to upgrade your laptop? Yeah, probably sometime in the future. For now, the laptop that I have right now works all right. The only thing is sometimes if I have a lot of footage in the editing program, then it gets really like glitchy and I'm not really able to see what I'm editing. So sometimes I have to like go out and like watch the clip and then like figure out like, okay, right here I want to play it. So yeah, next time I get a chance to probably upgrade to some type of laptop that's a bit faster. And I know I could probably get a desktop for probably the same price but more powerful, or you could even build your own and probably end up with a bit of a faster setup. But I really like having a laptop because if we ever go on like little day trips or like a trip to somewhere, I'm able to just take my laptop with me and keep on making my videos. Plus, if I go to a friend's house and I want to make a video that night, I can take my computer. If we need to go somewhere, and I can always take my computer with me. Whereas with the desktop, it's not as like portable to just take around. Casper Vlogs, can you show us your Canon 70D setup? Right now it's actually packed away, but I have a bunch of videos where I do show the setup. It's basically just the 70D with a wide-angle lens with a Rode mic on the top. Danny's Aquariums, can you please say my name? I just hit 1,000 subscribers. Well, I guess I just did say it. Danny's Aquariums. Oh, Dylan Dunleavy. What kind of quad do you have? So as you may know, we have like a quad, ATV, four-wheeler. That's what everyone like. There's a few different names that people like to call it. But it is a Honda 420. It's like a TRX, I think. I think it might be a TRX. But yeah, it's a Honda 420. And the thing is because we always take our quads to the beach and like around here, there's always like there's salt in the air. Quads, just vehicles, period, they just like fall apart and disintegrate from like all the salt water in the air. So we actually all the time have to get like little parts welded and repainted because the rust, I mean, it just destroys vehicles. Like if we got our quad maybe a couple of years ago, and if we didn't live by the beach, then I'm sure the quad would be in like pretty good condition. But like because of the rust, like quads, they just fall apart. Spins 3Y. What's the time in Costa Rica? It is just past 2 o'clock. And if you remember, I used to wear a watch. I actually stopped wearing the watch, and now my wrist isn't hurting anymore, because I remember when I was wearing it, after a little while, my wrist would start to hurt, and I think I might be like either allergic to like stainless steel metal, or either just like having a watch on my wrist just starts to irritate me. Karim Hamid, another question. If you had the money, would you buy a MacBook, and would you choose a different editing software? I mean, I think MacBooks can be really good, and I know a lot of people say a lot of great stuff about MacBooks, but I don't know. I've been always editing with a PC, and I think I may switch to a MacBook or an Apple computer in the future, but for now I'm really happy with PCs because I feel like there's not like restrictions to maybe doing certain things, whereas sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult. But I know that PCs as well as MacBooks both have their pros and cons. Guacamole Waves. Guacamole. What's your dream job? What's your dream job? What's your dream job? Well, like I said, I don't really have a dream job, just whatever I enjoy doing, making that kind of into my career. So right now I really enjoy making videos, so maybe making YouTube and being a creator will be my career, or maybe in the future I'll have a new passion and I'll turn that into my career. The Hawk 1117. Would you upgrade to the 80D? So right now I have the 70D. Alright, so I watched a ton of videos before I got the 70D because the 80D had just come out, and a lot of people said, like, for the most part, the upgrading from the 70D to an 80D isn't like a massive difference. Like, there may be some like little tiny things that may be improvements. Like, I know that there's some people were saying there's like faster autofocus and maybe a few other different little settings, but yeah, obviously if I could, then I definitely would upgrade to the 80D because I'm sure there's some things better about it, but I've actually seen from some people that sometimes they have problems with the 80D. And I'm sure there's not like a massive difference. Hunter Hints, do you play games like Call of Duty? No, I don't play games like Call of Duty Black Ops. No, I usually don't play video games like that. Also, whenever I'm able to like maybe buy something, instead of using my money towards maybe like an Xbox or like a PlayStation 4, I'll use it towards maybe something like a camera that I'll be able to use to up my video, up the quality of my videos. Or I'll use it towards like a piece of gear that I'll be using a ton, and it's a piece of gear that'll maybe get me to be outside more, or something that I'll be using a lot. Emil Loft, how do you tackle hate? There are different ways to go about it. Some you can just ignore it, or sometimes if you want to, you can try to like talk to them. But usually you end up you'll end up getting like irritated, like, oh, why is he saying that about me, or why are they saying that? And then I find that sometimes it's easiest to just ignore them and try to not like let it get in your head. And plus, if you give a hater attention, then they're going to keep hating on you and keep hating on you. Check it out, TV. How old are you? 15? Just turned 15. Maybe a little over a month ago. What's next? Asks, what kind of internet do you have? Mobile to local cell tower, cable, or what? I'm not sure exactly. It's one where we have like this antenna up on our roof, but yeah, it's definitely not cable. So we have like an antenna on our roof with like a satellite, and it's supposed to like bounce internet back and forth from other people in the area all the way to the main tower. So that's what I think it is. And it's definitely not the fastest of internets because like you saw earlier, I was having a really hard time getting this live stream going because the internet wasn't really working on my side. Camboslice 14, what is your favorite sport? I really never tried skiing nor snowboarding, but it's definitely on my list of things to do in the future. Oh, yep, lots of lag. Come on, internet. I was just talking about having bad internet connection 2 seconds ago. The internet jinxed me. This is a bummer. Zero blog. Hey, do you use your G7X on the gimbal? Shout out, please. Where'd it go? Zero blog. Hey, what's up, Zero blog? Unfortunately, you can't use the G7X on the gimbal that I have because it's designed where like you basically put your GoPro into this housing that comes with the gimbal and then it buckles into the actual gimbal itself. It's not like a type where you can just screw on. It's not like a tripod mount where you can just screw on any camera, because I think the G7X is a bit heavier than the GoPro. So if you want to have a gimbal for that, you have to get another different type of gimbal. I'm not really sure if you guys can see this live stream because on my screen it just like says bad connection. But I don't know, it may be still working. It's just still saying bad connection. Fernanda the Random. Are you into photography? Well, taking videos, you are just taking a whole lot of pictures, so I guess you could say I'm into photography, but I do sometimes enjoy taking like pictures, so like sometimes at nighttime, where you have to have like, if you want to take like pictures of the stars or something, and you put like a really long exposure or shutter speed, and then you'll get like cool different types of pictures. And I do like fiddling with like different manual settings to try to get different types of interesting pictures with maybe like waterfalls or rivers or stuff like that. Alright, so it's just about 25 minutes and my screen is still just saying bad connection, so I guess bad connection it is. Well, thank you to everyone for tuning in for this live stream. I'll probably be doing more of these in the future. Oh yes, and patrons, be sure to check your messages because I'll be doing a Patreon live stream for all the patrons in probably around a week. Alright, thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Bang! Finish.